No matter how you got into childcare, it truly is a business. That's difficult for some because the goal was just to take care of children. But it's also your livelihood, and it needs to be supporting you and your family.
So for me, what I have found with not only professionally, but even way back, I was an in-home childcare provider. I can tell you it is very imperative to separate and view it as a business, because when you don't and you mingle it together, finances end up being mingled together. And when it comes to budgeting, you think, oh, I have this extra money, but then come tax time, if you have one parent even that files their taxes and puts you down, you better have those taxes or they're going to come back after you. So it's very imperative to always have that outlook that I need to focus on this as a business. I need to file my taxes. I need to get an EIN number.
Mindy's experience as a child care provider and a Brightpoint business consultant has taught her that it's critical to understand your business costs and to make sure those finances are handled separately.
I have seen a lot of small businesses, such as a child care provider that say even an in-home, they've borrowed from themselves so much and not taken into stock what they've put into, say, if they do offer curriculum or they have to hire another person to be with them. They've taken that and not accounted for it. And then, I'm late on my rent. I'm late on my house payment. I can't make my car payment this day.
So, what are the steps to separating personal and business finances?
So the first step that I try to encourage people to do is to open a business account. If they feel that they can't do a business account, at least another separate checking account to put the business finances into and the expenses coming out of, so that they don't intermingle those.
Separate accounts, Mindy says, will help you start viewing personal expenses as personal and business expenses as business.
Another thing when they do that is even making sure that they pay themselves. So set up a withdrawal or an ACH or something to go into the other account that is them paying themselves. So many don't pay themselves either. They're just like, oh, I have the business account, I'll take what I need out of it for my expenses. No, if you start actually paying yourself, then you see where you're at financially with the business that you've created.
As a family child care homeowner, you might be surprised at what you can at least partially consider a business expense.
I would say those crucial expenses that come out, that becomes where it would definitely be a business expense. You have to have heat in the building for the children. You have to have air conditioning in the home for the children. You have to have a stove for the children. These are all items that you can actually take if you have a repair or a replacement that you need to do. They can actually take those and start taking it out of the business expenses instead of their personal. Now, if it's clothing or your basic utilities, you could maybe divide, like, okay, I'm going to take X amount out because I have children, say 8 hours a day, and kind of break that down, your average on your utility bills, to be able to put towards the business side, and then say, okay, this allotted is for our personal use, the rest of the day it's me and my own children or me and my husband.
Knowing what those expenses are and filing them as business can make a huge positive impact on your taxes. Mindy's specialty is personal foundations coaching and can be a resource for separating personal and business finances, understanding budgets, and sorting expenses. She also works with others who can help as well. She's a big proponent of getting your finances in order and accessing funds through a loan if needed.
It is a huge asset to be able to borrow money, build your business, but it's knowing that if you have the tools to get started, that your success rate is much higher if you have the backing and you have the support and the people to help keep you going. And with that. Like Brightpoint has amazing tools to help with finding that.